Hey class, in this next lesson, we're going to shift gears away from the charitable giving tax strategies and come back to the impact that you can see within your retirement finances when you do a Roth conversion. So we're going to stick here for a minute, but I do want to say this, that the full impact of a Roth conversion is actually beyond the scope of this course and has many factors that would have to be considered in order to calculate an exact dollar amount benefit. However, it is possible to understand the important broad impact that a Roth conversion might have to your retirement finances. And that's what I want to spend the majority of the time here in this lesson discussing. So let's kind of dig into that. The benefits that come from a Roth conversion are not too surprising. So let's kind of start at the top. Reduce future taxes. Yes, inside of this course, we talk a lot about understanding our tax rates through our tax story. And so if it made sense to do a Roth conversion, it made sense because we're going to reduce our future taxes. Now, inside of that, there's a couple of benefits that are worth mentioning. The first one is you pay a lower current rate before additional income streams come in. Like mentioned in this slide, we have our Social Security income, pension income, annuity income, etc. So we're paying a lower rate before these additional income streams come in and potentially increase our tax rate. In this case, we're big fans of lowering the percentage of our Social Security income that is taxed. So if we can do that conversion before that Social Security income, that is a great scenario, because moving forward, that Social Security income will be taxed at potentially a lower rate. The next aspect under reducing future taxes is the reality that it reduces your required minimum distributions. As you convert more and more of your tax-deferred dollars into tax-free dollars, that's less tax-deferred dollars that you're going to be required to pull out once you're 70 and a half, and less of a chance that it's going to negatively impact your taxes. The last point to bring up yet again is the reducing the percentage of your Social Security income that is taxed, not only in your conversion years, but also after your dollars have already been converted. Now, I bring this up again because reducing the percentage of your Social Security income that's taxed is not specifically locked into just 1 year. If you can reduce your RMDs because of the impact of these conversions, you have a reduced Social Security percentage for the rest of your life. And that's why I kind of added it again on this slide. Going on to another impact of the conversions would be protecting against future increasing tax rates. You remember the Mary and Terry story? The two sisters that contributed the same amount to the retirement accounts, but one contributed into a Roth and one contributed to an IRA. If tax rates stay the same, they both pay the same amount of tax at the end. However, if tax rates go up by 1%, Terry, or the sister that put the dollars into a Roth IRA, comes out ahead in the end of the day because she paid the lower tax before it went up. I'll also bring up here, this is where we want to make sure you understand that the tax rates do fluctuate and change year over year. Currently, the tax rates are set to expire on December 31st of 2025, potentially opening up an opportunity for Congress to pass a higher tax bracket. So a benefit or impact of Roth conversion is that you're protecting yourself against future tax rate increases. And lastly, you leave a tax-free legacy to your heirs, meaning the impact of your conversions can not only be felt in this generation for you, but in the next generation. If you don't do a Roth conversion and you pass away with a high balance in an IRA or 401k account, that account gets passed on to your children that in turn will have to pay the taxes because you didn't. Throughout your retirement, if you convert your assets from an IRA to a Roth IRA, you've already kicked the government out of that account, and as it goes to your children after your passing, now they do not have to pay tax on that account. So a great impact that comes from a Roth conversion. In summary, the benefits and impact that comes from a Roth conversion will absolutely be seen in dollar amounts and taxes saved throughout your retirement, but it's outside of the scope of this class to determine the exact dollar amount that you'll see as an impact from making a few changes. However, working with a certified advisor, he'll be able to show you with a little bit more specificity the benefits year over year as you set up a Roth conversion schedule to convert your tax deferred into tax free and what that will look like. So in this next lesson, we're going to talk a little bit more about the step-by-step about how to set up a structure of moving forward with some Roth conversions. We'll see you in the next lesson.